What's going on, everybody? You are tuned in to the Multiverse Theory podcast, where we talk about all things nerd related, movies, anime, so on and so forth, whatever you guys can think about. But before we get started, I want to say happy podcast day to all the podcasters out there. Today's International Podcast Day. Now, we're going to get into this review for Titans Episode 4. I'm your host, Preston, and I'm joined here by the guy I told you guys about last episode. He could finally take the weight off my shoulders. He's back. Carmine, say what's up to the people.
What's good, everybody? The resident DC guy is back in the building. Yeah, let's get it. My homeboy Preston Brown held it down last week. Gave some great analysis about the episode. Super proud of my guy. Super proud of my guy. Let's get it. I'm back.
I did. All right. All right. So we're getting into this episode. This episode is called Deathstroke, right? This is the one, right?
No,
this is the one after.
Yeah, the one after is called Deathstroke.
Okay. All right. So we're getting into
this. It's called Aqualad.
Yeah, it's called Aqualad. Absolutely. I am tweaking. But anyways, we're gonna talk about some things that we absolutely liked about this episode. We get into the dislikes, and then we can do a whole summary of it all together. So, what are some things that you absolutely liked or loved about this episode?
Alright, so I really fucking love the fact. First of all, I love the fact that this was a flashback episode of 5 years ago, because in the previous episode we see Donna, Hawk, and Dove come in and say, "Why did you open this place? You're trying to train them like Titans. There's ghosts in this place. You know what happened? Da da da." And it leaves the viewers thinking like, "Okay, what the fuck happened?" So once this episode starts, they say 5 years ago. I'm like, "Oh, okay, let's go. We getting it." Yo. This might be. I know this is gonna be one of your likes. I'm sorry, I'm taking it. That opening scene with Deathstroke taking just headshots. Holy fuck, bro. Yeah. Fam, son. Yo, this nigga is great. That was amazing. The music was
yeah, that actually was my favorite part, because they played Watermelon Man by Herbie Hancock in the background, and that's usually a soundtrack that's reserved for people who's like going to work doing normal stuff. So I think that implied that this is some normal everyday thing that this guy.
Yeah, this is his job. That's his job. That's what he does. This is what he does on a daily basis.
And it's so like opposite of each other, like the tone of the music and what he's doing. So I think that's what was like. That was genius. I loved it. But anyways,
it was amazing. And then we come to find out he has to go to San Francisco, and we see him being a stalker. But obviously we find out, which they saved it for the end of the episode to say the name, which I appreciated that, even though I already knew who that was. But I'm like, okay, you guys are so smart to get people just invested. So because basically we saw Deathstroke, he's basically stalking his son. That's Jericho. He's not, if I believe, Derek, he's not deaf, he's just mute.
Yeah, he's mute. But I didn't see a scar on his neck, because I believe in the comics his throat got cut by Jackal, which left him.
He does have a, he did.
There's a scar there?
Yeah, there was a scar there, yeah.
Okay, I need to watch it again then.
Yeah, you got, I think you could see the scar in that first scene with him and his mom.
Oh, okay.
It's either that scene or the end scene. You'll see the scar. I don't remember what scene, but I saw that scar. It was big. I'm surprised you didn't see that shit. It was a pretty big scar, bro.
For everybody who's listening, I was just watching it in passing today, so it's just like minor details I'm probably not gonna actually catch. But Carmine's on top of all of that. So.
Well, yeah, it was a pretty good scar, but it was amazing. We see that we saw in this episode that we knew Dove and Robin had a thing, but we see that 5 years ago they really had a thing. They were really together. So that was cool, and I thought it was hilarious. Hank was such a fucking dick. like he was such a dick in taking jabs to Aqualad. I thought it was hilarious. It was so fucking funny. It was awesome. I like that. I like the dude they got to play Garth, to play Aqualad. I think he was pretty good. Yeah, he was really, really good. And I just thought it blended in well. That fight that they had with Dr. Light was amazing, because the teamwork in that fight was awesome. When they were in trouble, and then you saw Aqualad go in front of the beam, and you thought something, he was gonna get killed right there or something, but that's that Atlantean skin. But Dick, they're on comms, and Dick called the play. Let's do. He basically called the play. Basically, he's like, "Yo, let's do this," and you see them with that teamwork. That shit was amazing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking amazing. But I like the whole thing with Donna Troy and Aqualad. It basically tell you they had a thing with each other since they were kids. They've been training together since they were like 12 years old. Like, which is pretty dope. I believe it's pretty dope. I feel like they were giving like little the smallest subtle nods and teases to Flashpoint Paradox and the whole Atlanteans and Amazons.
Mm-hmm.
Working together and all that shit. But that's just me. That it probably isn't, but that's just me like going like really deep into it. But I love that. Donna Troy kind of pissed me off in this episode because she finally let the nigga smash, and then she just cleared it like bit really.
Yeah.
Really, bro.
Wild.
Really, bro. So you finna clear it for like years, but you just wanted to get that dick that one time. Fuck you, bro. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm glad my dude Robin was like, because this nigga Aqualad came to Robin like all happy and shit like, yo fam, I gotta take a sip of this because boy, I just had that good my dude, good. And then Robinson there like, yo, why is this thing so happy, fam? She just left. Like, she just left, dog. And then Robin was like, oh no, this trick is not finna do this. I gotta tell him. Right. I thought that scene was amazing. That basically, Aqualad dropped the bar to her, bro. The fucking bar that got her panties wet. Mm-hmm. Yo, first of all, this guy controls water. Oh, so yeah. Boy, you already know she was running. She was running drenched, boy.
Waterfalls.
Woo! Anyway, but he dropped the bar when she said, "You want me to choose my destiny over you?" And he said, "I thought those were the same thing."
That was crazy. That was cool. That was cool. I've never heard that line being used when someone say, "You want me to choose my destiny over you." That was clever. That
was a bar, fam. A bar, my dude.
And that was it,
bro.
That broke her.
It was over, bro. The waterfalls was going after that one, boy. Yeah. It was like, oh no, I gotta stay with this one. But you can see the lady, the ambassador lady behind her, like she actually didn't want Donna Troy to go. She wanted her to stay. You can tell. Mm-hmm. Like she wanted, cause she even said she was following. She's been following her. She knows about her and her and the thing with Aqualad, and in a way, she kept asking her, "Are you sure you want to go?" Because I feel like she was trying to subtly, without letting her know, push her to stay.
Yeah, even though she lied to Robin and said that they told her that she needs to go. It's time.
Yeah. She lied. I think the whole thing basically, Donna Troy was just scared. Mm-hmm. She just wanted to run away to Themyscira. She was scared to get close to Aqualad. She was scared to get into that relationship, and come to find out, kind of a good reason for her to be scared. Mm-hmm. Because of the line of work that they in, and we find out basically that Deathstroke's target. Well, actually, we don't know if Deathstroke's target was Aqualad.
No, I think it was her.
I think no, I don't think.
Because he was already out there.
You think it was Donna Troy, or do you think it was the ambassador?
I think it was Donna Troy because he was already out there. But I get why you think so. Yeah. The second shot went after the ambassador, but I think he tried to pierce through Garth to get to her. So he just so happened to be, and he was already out there waiting. But I mean, I could see both theories as ambassador or Donna Troy. I don't think he was wrong.
But I think yours does make more sense because that bullet did look like it was going towards Donna Troy.
Yeah.
Like it really did.
He wanted to pierce through him and get to her, and unfortunately, she has to deal with the fact that possibly she's the reason why Aqualad even died.
Yep, absolutely, and that's probably why she stopped. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously we haven't seen it yet, but she didn't stop yet because I think the next episode is going to be another flashback episode.
Which it should be.
Yeah, because it's going to show them getting revenge, and then we see the line that we saw from the trailer, to where because the beginning of the episode. We saw Dick and we saw Dove in their little computer area, and Dick was like, "You want me to be Batman?" And she looked at him before she kissed him, like, "No, do not be Batman. I don't want you to be Batman." But at the end of this episode, he found out this Deathstroke. He said, this is Slade Wilson. This is, you know, and then she told him, you have to be Batman now. And now we see, even though she said that, I'm like, okay.
What does that mean? That's what
Dick is this is I think this was the start of Dick going down that dark path.
Right.
Because he's basically using Jericho. He's basically, we saw at the end, he's meeting, he found Jericho. He's basically using Jericho to get the Deathstroke, but Batman wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't use a kid. Like, I don't know how Jericho is in this, but he looks like a teenager.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting because his power is that if he makes eye contact with somebody, he possesses them. So I wonder if they're gonna play that into here, or what they're gonna do with that ability, or maybe they won't even explore it. Maybe they'll just be like, "Hey, he's just mute." But that'd be an interesting.
I think they will though. And we gotta remember, Rose said that Slade killed her brother.
Mm-hmm.
But what if? Because I feel like Rose is going to be Tara. I feel like they're going to do a Judas contract with her.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, I don't think I think this is all a hoax. Like, I'm not saying they're doing Judas contract this season. I think they'll probably say that for next season. But I think this is all a hoax to get Rose into the Titans. Because the last episode, you saw that when Jason Todd and Robin had the little thing, you saw her creeping around, and she said something to Jason Todd. I feel like she's creeping around to, like, remember what Deathstroke said? Infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
Find the weakest one.
Mm-hmm.
Find the what did he say? He said the weakest one. He said something else. The most headstrong or something like that.
And he said then the rest to follow after.
Exactly.
I can't remember.
Yeah, and
what he said.
I just feel like this is all a hoax. I feel like Rose. I feel like her eye might be surveillance.
That's what I think it is. I think
the one
it's
that's
some
missing.
type of robotic thing to kind of do like some kind of tracking or something like that. It seems like it's all the way set up. That's what it seems like.
Because I feel like she knows that maybe Robin is we don't know that Robin's responsible for her brother being dead, but I feel like she kind of knows that one of the Titans is responsible for Jericho being gone, being dead. It is actually not Deathstroke, or Deathstroke probably told her, or got into her head that it's one of the Titans and not him. Either way, I feel like she's going to be the Terror character. I feel like she's going to be the Judas contract instead of Terror. Or I could be wrong. They could be bringing Terror next season or the season after. I don't know. But I feel like, because I saw a theory that kind of agree with, they're gonna, instead of it being Gar and Terror, it'd be there. I feel like they might try to blend in Judas contract with the death of Robin.
Okay.
So Jason is Gar basically, and Rose is Terror. I feel like they'll try to do that, and that's gonna get Jason Todd killed.
It could be. I mean, so many things right now. The way that the story is set up on this show is so open-ended to any iteration of either one of the Robins in the comic. I think
that's what makes this season so awesome. So fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's so good. I think one of the good things I thought about too that I thought was like, it was minute, but it was great. We saw Robin actually stop Dr. Light. We saw him actually do it. So it goes back to the episode before where Hawk was complaining, was like, the Robin I knew would have finished the job. So to actually see him visually finish the job and see what Hawk was talking about, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
I love.
But again, though, we saw the dark path that he was going under. He didn't necessarily kill anybody, but he beat them to a fucking pulp in the first season.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we saw this Robin 5 years ago. He got the job done, but without really brutally beating somebody.
Right. But he didn't necessarily stop Dr. Light in this newest season. So I don't know if something happened when he went down a dark path, because it seemed like they were kind of disbanded when he was going down that dark path.
And I feel like right now he's not in that dark path anymore, but he's also not back to being the Dick Grayson that he was before. And I feel like right now he's trying to find his way, and as soon as he finds that identity of Nightwing, it's all going to be clear for him.
And I think you're absolutely right too about the whole thing with Jericho, because I think Jericho is going to be that final thing to make him go down that path. I think
Yep.
that's going to be the thing because obviously at the end of the episode, yeah, they're pissed off because Aqualad is dead, but he doesn't seem like he's down that path yet. They're just at a point of trying to take revenge, and in the future in these episodes they talk about like there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened before, so I don't think that's enough for them to have the type of agony that they have in the future. Obviously, Aqualad is really close to them, but I feel like more has happened beyond that than just Aqualad dying.
Yeah.
I would think it would have to be right because the way that they're portraying Deathstroke as just being this scary guy that they're like, oh, we don't want to go back to the past. It feel like something else crazy happened, and I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering, but I don't know.
So go ahead, bro. I've talked a lot. Get into the things that really stood out for you.
I mean, most of the things we talked about really stood out to me. Aqualad was a great actor. The revelation of Jericho was really dope. So it opens another story. I don't know if Jericho and Rose are working together at some point or what happens with that. The one part that I kind of wasn't too hyped on is I felt like the part where Aqualad died. I think that part was kind of, or it was kind of obvious. I mean, we knew he was gonna die.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
I knew exactly what scene. I knew what scene he was gonna die in. I knew it was gonna happen there. It doesn't take away from the fact of the impact of the moment, but I just was like, yeah, I kind of seen that coming 100,000 miles away. So
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I mean, yeah. I mean, the episode it wasn't perfect, but
no, it wasn't perfect. I don't expect any of these episodes to be perfect, but
nah.
what I do love about this season, I would say overall, and we're just only what 4 episodes in as opposed to last season, and I understand completely why last season was the way that it was because we were learning the characters. It was focused on one character and it was trying to develop that character. But I think in this season they're figuring out ways to develop multiple characters in only a couple episodes, and I think that's really really good that they're doing it that way, and I think it's amazing. But as far as anything else, I think this episode was pretty straightforward for the most
But
part.
you know why I feel like they killed Aqualad off because this season we're gonna see Superboy. I feel like if not this season, maybe next season or season after, we're gonna see Calder.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
You think he'll
I
pop
think.
up? Do you think
Yep. I think we're gonna see Calder. I think they're using they're gonna use Titans to be a Titan slash
Young
Young
Justice?
Justice. Yes.
So that means we got to see Kid Flash at some point.
Oh, my dude, we're going to see him.
Okay.
Because I think Kid Flash is slowly going to be phased off of Flash. Because I don't think they want certain characters to run at the same time in both those universes.
Right.
So I feel, and that's why Deathstroke is done in the Arrowverse. So I feel like we're going to see Kid Flash sometime in this show's future. Like, definitely not this season, obviously, because we got Superboy or whatever. But I could see next season we'd see Kid Flash.
Oh, they got to do it now.
Wally West.
Since they brought up Aqualad, they already dipped in the well. They got to bring all of it out now. They have to. Like, it makes no sense for them not to.
Like they brought Aqualad, but they didn't bring the Aqualad.
Yeah, Young Justice.
So.
Yep.
So if we see Calder, Kid Flash is not far behind.
Yeah.
100%. Like that's not even a maybe, bro. That's a definite. Like that's a definite. You already know they're gonna do that, bro. They're just waiting. Like one of these times we're gonna see that Dick Grayson is mad cool with like he knows this guy named Wally West that he's one of his best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just don't know it yet. We're gonna see that. It's gonna happen. And I can't wait.
I can't wait for that either. I really can't. But I mean, overall, this is a pretty good episode. Pretty straightforward episode. I can't really go too much in depth.
I can't wait for the next one. The next one's called Deathstroke. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's gonna be the important one. I wonder if that episode is gonna be completely about him, as opposed, or for the majority of the episode be about him, as opposed to showing the Titans. That would be great, because that'll be a good build up to the final fight.
That's true. Hey man, if they stretch this whole flashback episodes to 3 episodes, I'm fine with that. There's 13 episodes. You gotta fill it in. Like I don't want you to fill it in with nonsense filler or nonsense side stories within the main story. If you gotta fill it in with 3 episodes from the past, I'm 100% for it because it answers questions.
Mm-hmm.
It answers questions that we have, and it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 100% cool with that, and I think it's awesome. They gotta just keep this going, man. I'm so glad this show has found his fucking stride, man. I wanted people, and you want people too. We like season one. We did. We
Mm-hmm.
really like season one, but we also saw that season one had some problems, had some things that just didn't work too well. But also season one, people had to realize is number one, the show just started. They had to find their footing,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to build towards stuff. You can't just give us fucking Titans together automatic first 3 episodes. We're Titans. Let's go. No, bro, that shit gotta build. Like you have to build. People need to be patient.
Yeah, I
So,
agree. And one
mm,
thing I did actually, well, one of many things I did love about this episode, is the idea of the tonal shift that happened with the group before and after Aqualad died, which I think is completely obvious. But
yep.
in the beginning, they were like happy-go-lucky, listening to Nicki Minaj in the background with balloons in the back. Then when they were changing into their costume, they had that cheesy early 2000 Batman put on costume type of
Mhm.
vignette thing going on. And then
Mhm.
I was like, this is so cheesy, but it's great if we
It's
compare
great.
that as opposed to how they are like in the first season, like how
It,
dark
it, it,
everything changed. So it makes you
bro,
feel like whoa, what happened? Like something,
Bro, it was
what
so
happened?
great. Yeah, it was so great just to see them like together walking down and like to see the camaraderie. They basically showed us what these new Teen Titans can be,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's amazing. And I can't wait. And I'm glad they're taking this route with the. And I feel like they're going this route the same way they did with like if you watch the newer animated movies like the Teen Titans versus Justice League
Mm-hmm.
and that first new Teen Titans, we saw that Dick Grayson and Starfire were older.
Mm-hmm.
They were basically the mentors to the younger Titans of Raven, Beast Boy. We had Damian Wayne Robin, which basically what they're doing is Jason Todd is Damian Wayne basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that they're doing it that way. To be honest with you, I love team. I love that they're doing it this way, and this is how because they're saying these Titans are more mature. They're not Teen Titans, and that's how you separate it. We all know Starfire, like in a Teen Titans cartoon, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, da da da. Cool, but in those the new Titans animated movies, Cyborg is not a part of the team.
No.
Raven, Beast Boy, Robin. There was somebody else, wasn't there?
Raven, Beast Boy, Robin.
Oh, oh, they don't have him here, but Blue Beetle was a
Yeah,
part
Blue
of that.
Beetle. Yep.
They don't have him here, but I love the fact that we're using basically Starfire and Dick Grayson as the older mentors to be the leaders and to look after the team while they're basically bringing these guys up and training them as a team. And I thought, but the concept of this is going to be a more adult version of Titans, this team and the way it's constructed was the way to go. And I'm so happy that they went this way. Because it automatically made me think about that. Like, oh shit. If you really think about it, this team is the same way that the new Teen Titans movies, the way the teams are set up. It's set
Mm-hmm.
up this way. And I thought that was great. I think it's awesome. And I think it's great. And shit, you never know. That'd be awesome if we do see a Blue Beetle. But I feel like Blue Beetle's on hold because it's in development to be a movie. So that's why I kind of feel like we won't see a Blue Beetle.
Oh, that'd be
And
dope.
yeah, it's in development to be a film. So yeah.
Yeah, and an additional, like, one last thing I do love about what's going on here is that, like you said, I would appreciate it if they do 3 episodes flashback, just to understand the severity or how dangerous it is to be a part of Teen Titans. So then when we go back into
Mhm.
present time, we can understand why Donna Troy is looking at Robin like, why are you getting these kids involved in this?
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
see how crazy it looks to have Robin add him into this, but it brings more complexity to these characters, and they're layering these characters out, and I like it a lot, man. I can't get enough of this. But anyways, this is a really good episode, man. And it leaves us to like wonder what's going to happen next, and I think that's a great
Yeah. I
episode.
know. Yeah, for
So many
sure,
things, and
absolutely.
I hate the fact that we got to keep waiting. That's the part. I mean, I know it's part of it. I'm just saying it because I'm excited for the next episode, not like people complaining about the how it's going on or whatever. And, oh yeah, and by the way, that one last thing actually, I love the fact that a lot of these comic book things are becoming popular amongst mainstream media and amongst general population. Me and you, we've been comic fans for a long time, and that's fine because that means that we get more movies, we get more shows because it becomes more financial lucrative. The only issue that I have sometimes is like today when I saw some people commenting about the Teen Titans episode, because they don't really Google what's going on. So they were pissed off for two things. They were mad because they felt like they feel like Teen Titans whitewashed Aqualad, and then they also and then they also felt like that they didn't like the part where that black family was in the car, and then they would say about white people.
Wait, what? Wait. Run that back to me again.
they were
Run
they
that
were
back,
they
please.
were upset because they felt like Aqualad was whitewashed, and then they also felt like that because the black people that were in that car in the beginning when they got hit, and then Robin, Hawk and Dove and Donna came out and helped and saved them. They were like,
Hmm.
well, why did you make the white hero save the black people? It's a crazy world. I mean, I love
I
the general
can't.
population, but guys, you guys gotta
I can't,
understand.
bro.
If you're gonna go into DC stuff, you really gotta understand what the word mantle is and understand that there are multiple versions of everything so far. So you can't. Yeah, just gotta go look it up. But anyways,
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
yeah,
I
I
just
don't even
can't.
have the energy. Like, really don't. But anyways, this is a great episode. You thought it was a great episode too, I believe. What grade would you give it?
This episode I would give it a four, solid four.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I give it about a 4 too. I still feel like the last episode's probably I liked it a lot more than this one, but this one was necessary. It's laying the groundwork for more expansion on plots and character development. So I like it. But anyways, that was our review for Teen Titans season 2, episode 4, Aqualad. What do you guys think about the episode? What do you guys think about this review? Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe, holla at us, and let us know what you guys think. Thank you guys for listening. I'm Preston. That's Carmine. Peace.
Peace.